Hello, YTPC. This is Steve. You're watching Smoking Cardboard. I'm smoking, I guess I don't have the package next to me, some Rever plug in a J Mouton pipe. Kind of a squat bulldog or saucer or something. Being without something can really help you enjoy it when you get access to it again. Sometimes you realize that you've taken something for granted when you can't have it anymore. Obviously, if you've been following my channel, you know I'm talking about pipe tobacco right now, but it really applies to anything. One of the things that I had when I was growing up, I was in wrestling through junior high and high school. I didn't always have the greatest coach, and I had a low self-confidence in my ability to wrestle. And wrestling is a very personal sport. It's just you versus that other guy, and there's a lot of skill that's applied. It's not just simply who can run the fastest sort of competition. This is two people responding to each other. And it is really physical and intense. It's an intense sport. So it requires a lot of confidence to see yourself, winning or doing well. And confidence can be obtained by doing well, so it helps build confidence. But you can also have belief in yourself that you're going to do well, even though you don't necessarily know that's going to be true from past experience. But with wrestling, I was often behind other wrestlers that were better than me, because you could only, from school, have a wrestler represent you at each weight class. So some tournaments you could have multiple wrestlers or something from the same school, but only if there was enough space, Making a mess. So a lot of times you were trying to cut weight to give yourself an advantage. But as a high schooler, you don't really know how to cut weight healthy or do it right. As such, a lot of it was just trying to dehydrate yourself. But I wasn't smart enough to realize you didn't need to be dehydrated all the time. You just needed to be dehydrated long enough to weigh in. So I was often dehydrated all the time. Anywho, so I would not let myself drink water because I was trying to remain under a specific weight. And so I grew a great appreciation for water because I had access to it, but I couldn't have it. I would go to a water fountain bubbler There's so many different names around the country for a drinking fountain. What I'm trying to describe, but you had endless water that tasted delicious, and yet I couldn't enjoy it. I mean, I tried to enjoy it, but a lot of times it was just washing out my mouth because I was trying to maintain a weight. But as a result of going through those experiences to this day, whenever I get to use a drinking fountain, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the idea that I can just so fully drink as much water as I want. Enjoy the taste of water. There's so many people that I work with then go, oh, I hate the taste of water. I won't drink it. I gotta drink something other than the taste of water. And it's just hard to imagine me ever getting to that point. But anyway, a month and a half without a pipe will help you really appreciate the flavors and the rituals that go along with the pipe. The aromas and sensations that go along with it. It's really a lot of strong experiences that go along with pipe smoking that sometimes maybe you become a little bit unappreciative to. But hopefully that's not the case. You certainly smoke a little bit slower and enjoy the pipe a little bit more intentionally when you're waiting for a specific smoke and specific experience. And I've been doing the last 2 days. I had a smoke of some GLP's Montgomery the other day, and that was really delicious. A Virginia with a little bit of dark fire leaf in it. It's very tobacco-y tasting, no topping or anything like that, but it was very good. And then yesterday I had Exhausted Rooster, which is from C&D. Which I guess if you watch any social media, apparently because it's from C&D, it's supposed to be awful, but I really enjoy that blend. And that was really tasty too. And then I had this Revor plug already open, and so I gave it a try, and this one's got mostly, I would say, Virginia and Kentucky in it with some topping. But it's very strong flavors. So, been able to enjoy some tobaccos the last couple of days. I guess I have a little bit more clarity on what's going on in my mouth with my latest doctor's appointment. Basically, I have an autoimmune disease sort of issue that's going on with my tongue. So if that's what you thought it was, you're right. If you don't know what that means, then you were wrong, probably. So I think we'll work through some stuff. I think I will have to be careful about how much I smoke, just because of the amount of irritation that causes that. But other things are causing irritation to that too. But I'm hopeful with some of the different things I can use that I'll find a happy medium. So I guess I get to learn what that happy medium is for me. I'm just thankful that it's not anything other than that. Autoimmune diseases are kind of complicated because your immune system is basically what's attacking your cell. And so you can do stuff to kind of tone down your immune system, but your immune system also serves valuable purpose. So it might help one thing but make another thing a problem. So I'm not sure that I'm going to look more into that. And it's not official, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And getting testing is so expensive that I'm not really anxious to have anybody officially tell me something when a lot of people think that's what it is. For all you people that don't live in the U.S. or you have health insurance that pays for everything, it's tricky over here in the U.S. You can go to the doctors and they want to do something for you and no one can tell you how much it's going to cost. And I just had that recently. I was very frustrated. We're getting COVID tests and they kind of wanted to test. They suggested that I get tested because I have asthma and other stuff for flu too, or influenza or whatever. And I thought, yeah, it's probably a good idea. I'm pretty sick. I don't feel good. So they did both tests. I came back positive with the COVID, so that's what it was. But then the influenza test didn't really matter at that point. But then I got a bill in the mail, and it was, oh, you're $350 for that flu test. And you're like, what the heck? Why? I thought this was going to be free like the COVID test. It's just surprises, and I've gotten a lot better at telling doctors, no, I'm not, you're not prescribing any tests for me because I just know it's hundreds of dollars. And sometimes, medical's bills can kind of just be accepted evil that you have to undergo. And yeah, there's a lot of different ways that you can potentially get around some medical bills. But generally, I just try to tell my doctor no whenever he wants to do an x-ray or do any of this stuff, not unless it's absolutely necessary, because man, who's got $500 to just throw away so that you can make a better diagnosis? Sorry, didn't mean to turn it into a rant. But anywho, so I allowed myself to smoke some pipe tobacco the last couple days, which means for the next other couple of days, or who knows how long, I'll probably won't be smoking. but it's nice to not have to give everything up. Yeah, still get to enjoy this thing that I've really enjoyed for the last several years, and looking forward to being able to still do it in some capacity. But it's interesting, this idea of, how much you enjoy something when you get a break from it, And I guess that can go in all areas of life, and sometimes it can be kind of viewed as I guess it's the sort of thing that you don't get to experience unless you're kind of forced into it. I mean, how often do we withhold something that's really good, that we enjoy, so that later you can enjoy it more? That's tough. That's tough to do without being forced to do it. Anyway, I think I've babbled on long enough about not much. I hope you guys all have a great week, and I think I will. I'll have a good week, so talk to y'all later.